This is the story of an Indian nun, Sister Abhaya. She was murdered for catching an Indian priest and nun in a sex act. 3 decades later, justice is served. The dead nun's slippers were scattered on the convent kitchen floor, one near the entrance, the other by the fridge. Her white veil was found snagged on the door. An open bottle of water was leaking onto the tiles. In the corner of the room was an axe. Later that day, they found Sister Abhaya's body in a nearby well at the Indian convent in the city of Kottayam, Kerala. A post-mortem examination revealed she had nail marks on both sides of her neck and 2 lacerated wounds on her head. Her body had multiple abrasions and she had sustained a fracture to her skull. When she died, Sister Abhaya was a student at a local college run by the Kanaya Catholic Church in Kottayam, then home to about 1.8 million people. According to India's Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI), which prosecuted the case, Sister Abhaya woke up at about 4:15 a.m. on the day of her murder to study for an exam. She went to the ground floor kitchen to fetch some water, and it was there prosecutors said she found Father Thomas Koto and Sister Sefi performing a sex act. Father Koto taught psychology at the school, and Sister Sefi was in charge of the convent hostel where the act took place. Prosecutors said the pair maintained an illicit relationship. The night before the murder, prosecutors said the priest snuck onto the convent grounds and stayed in Sister Sefi's room, which was on the ground floor of the hostel near the kitchen. When they realized the young nun had seen them in a compromising position, the pair hit her on the back of the head with a small axe kept in the kitchen, then threw her body into a well on the hostel grounds. The details of what happened that night didn't come to light until years later, after immense pressure from activists and the young nun's family. Her father in particular refused to give up. Despite her wounds and the kitchen crime scene, no one was brought to court over Sister Abhaya's murder for 27 years. Instead, what followed was years of dead-end investigations plagued with allegations of corruption. The first investigation into Sister Abhaya's death was opened by the Kottayam West Police Crime Branch on the day her body was found. A year later, it concluded the cause of her death was suicide. But Sister Abhaya's father, Matthew Thomas, refused to accept their version of events and urged the CBI, the nation's premier investigation agency, to take over the case. Prosecutors argued that Father Koto and Sister Sefi went to remarkable lengths to cover up their relationship and crime. According to the CBI, Sister Sefi underwent hymenoplasty, a cosmetic fix to restore or reconstruct her hymen the day before her arrest in 2008 to make it appear that she was still a virgin. In the Abhaya case, virtually all the prosecution witnesses had turned hostile or died. The judge had only the testimony of a thief at a Karaju to rely on. The judge called him an unusual witness, but still he took the thief's word at face value. Raju was the only person who had seen the accused father Koto sneak into St. Pius X convent on the night of Abhaya's death. The judge gave him a near mythical aura. Raju may have been a thief, but he was and is an honest man, a simple person without the need to dissemble, a human being who became a professional thief by the force of circumstances, but a speaker of truth nonetheless. The judge said in his 229-page order that sentenced Father Thomas M. Koto and Sister Sefi to life imprisonment.